the Mechwarrior Online patch notes for the month of February 2025. Hi friends, I'm TTV. Welcome back to Mechwarrior Online News. Let's talk about the newest patch notes for the patch that's going to hit on February 18th at 10 AM or 1 PM Pacific. We are going to see in this patch, finally, the release of the Fire Moth, some more weapons adjustments, mech adjustments, quirk adjustments, bup and mech fixes and more. And there will be a in-game patch sign sale going live where you can get the mechs that will be adjusted in this patch for a reduced price. As always, mechs in-game and new mechs releasing are subject to future balance changes, which is a good thing. Don't assume that if something is really, really good and you buy it at this point, that it's going to be really, really good in the future. The game needs to be developed and needs to change in order to be relevant and interesting. So, the Fire Moth is out for pre-order. You can get the pre-order until April 22nd to still get the early adopter rewards. So that is, of course, a very, very nice move from BGI, as always. Will come probably with some nice pre-order rewards, so check it out if that is interesting to you. There are no clickable links here, so I will just have to enhance and scroll through here. So, Fire Moth Prime. Fire Moth, of course, is gonna be Clan Tech Max 20 tonners. Very fast, 162 kph, standard speed. Comes with a specific mask system that is going to be giving you a lot of high top speed, but it's not gonna give you as much mobility. The Prime comes equipped with double, what is that, SM6, SM4, and 2 ear medium lasers. The armor, of course, severely shaved, so you might wanna adjust these armor values before you start playing this mech. It has a nice bit of structure though, but as far as the armor is concerned, where is the armor? Yeah. So, let's just have a look at the quirks right here. The Prime gets the set of 8 missile cooldown 10%, missile spread 10%, 10% flat cooldown, 20% velocity, and 20% laser duration. So because this is a light mech, this on the lightest side of possible mechs to play, it's super heavily quirked. It also gets ammo capacity for missiles, and a little bit of extra armor on the arms, actually. And structure everywhere, plus 12 structure on the full body. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 12 is... yeah. They're giving this mech almost 100 health for free. 100 health for free. There's assault mechs that most assault mechs don't get the structure quirks that this mech has got. 7.5% heat dissipation and 50% overheat damage. The overheat damage is here because otherwise you take one overheat tick and it cooks off a component. Okay, moving on, the next one is the Fire Moth Bravo. This one is going to be ECM capable, actually. ECM double machine guns and 2 medium pulse lasers. The quirks are going to be 5% energy range, 20% cooldown, 15% flat range, 10% laser duration, and 100% machine gun rate of fire, so the 2 machine guns are going to fire like 4. We also have machine gun ammo capacity, as well as IP Gauss ammo capacity, extra armor on left arm and right arm, and once again structure, plus heat dissipation and overheat damage, plus 25% radiant deprivation and extra 100 sensor range. Also nice high mounts. Fire Moth Charlie. Double LRM5s and AMS. Blah. 20% missile cooldown, 15% missile range, 20% missile spread, 20% vessel velocity. This could be a nice SRM striker, actually. Then once again, ammo, armor on the arms, structure on the body. This one is going to have 150 seismic sensor range, that's nice, and 20% capture accelerator. But yeah, I'm thinking like this thing with SRMs could probably be interesting. If you drop the AMS completely, of course. The Fire Moth Delta is gonna come with... ooh, that's a lot of energy hard mounts. This one might be popular. This one has 5 ear mediums and a flamer, plus a TC Mark 1. The quirks are gonna be 5% energy cooldown. Sorry if this is hard to read, but I can't just zoom in, I can't make it any better. 15% heat, 5% range. So this has a built-in TC Mark 2. And 10% laser duration. Plus the other stuff from before. I will probably drop the flamer and the TC. Maybe add a double heatsink and 0.5 tons of extra armor. I think this could be really good with something like small pulse lasers, maybe, or ER smalls even, just running around like a crazy madman. Could be good. Fire Moth Hotel. Okay, yeah, this one has a lot of energy weapons in the arms. Comes equipped with that's 10 heavy small lasers. Of course, keep in mind you can only shoot, no, that's not 10, it's 9 heavy small lasers, sorry, I was wrong. In the TC Mark 1. 10% heat and 7.5% laser duration are the quirks, the rest is the same with the other Fire Moths. You can't alpha strike this though, I believe. The heavy small should be on a 6 heat scale limit. But if you mix that with ER micros, a little bit more extra cooling, it could be interesting. Plus a little bit extra armor, of course. So yeah, and then there's another one, the Fire Moth K. This one has 6 light machine guns and 2 heavy medium lasers. That's a super strong one. 10% cooldown, 15% range, ammo capacity for the machine guns or AP Gauss. Some good quirks here. 15% range and 10% cooldown is gonna be nice. There's another one, the Fire Moth AL, whatever that is, it's the L. ECM and 4 energy mounts. Comes with 3 ER smalls in the left arm and ER large in the right arm. Gets 5% energy cooldown, 5% energy range, 10% flat cooldown, 10% flat heat, 10% laser duration, and 7.5% range, plus ECM. And some quicker target info gathering and target decay duration. Okay. Also interesting. A little bit weird, but interesting. Okay. Miscellaneous changes. Some stuff that I think will make people happy. AMS Missile Destroyed will now reward 40 C-bills per missile shot down. So if you want to farm money again, AMS might be the play again, especially on weekends when the LRM loads are out. This one is something that I'm super happy about. Component destruction explosion for headshots are now bright red, so not yellow anymore, it's gonna be bright red, so that you have a clear visual indicator if you cockpit kill somebody. Of course, I still wonder why the cockpit kill is not in the kill message. That would be the easiest thing ever. Apparently, it is not possible or something like that, but so at least we get an effect now, for if the cockpit gets popped, you will see a bright red effect. For the patch cycle of February, Conquest will be disabled in quick play. Instead, there will be a unique event queue, which will have Giga Conquest tickets, 2000 Conquest tickets, and longer Conquest matches with 40 minutes and drop decks. And in March, Conquest will revert to the standard quick play version again. This will also impact private lobbies, by the way, so this is a change throughout the game. The Wolf Dragoons booster pack will use new naming formats, so basically the Flea is now the Clan Flea Whitehead by name, the Stalker is the Clan Stalker Jameson, the Archer is the Clan Archer Jamie, and the Clan Nightstar is now the Clan Nightstar Brew Baker. But the ID variants, not just the designation, has not been changed. Wolf Dragoons booster pack chassis names in the Mech Lab changed to put Clan after the chassis name, that way you will be able... Okay, they changed it from Clan Archer to Archer Clan. That's good. That basically means that your Archers are together now, your Night Stars are together now, and so on. That's good. That's good. Now they made a change on group tonnage. 3-man maximum tonnage is now 230, and 4-man maximum tonnage is now 260. So the idea that they had in the beginning, that I was fully in support of that, is to reduce power and sway that the groups have in sub queue, integrated solo and group queue. We call it sub queue because it is an amalgamation of everything. They observed that the agency that groups had was not reduced in a meaningful way, while the tonnage restrictions inhibited the enjoyment of players in groups. What does that mean? Let me paraphrase this. Groups are still fucking strong, and it doesn't matter if you reduce the tonnage. Grouped up players will still have an advantage against non-grouped up players. So they're easing back those limitations, which means that now you can go up against groups again where there are 2 100-ton sniper mechs and 2 30-ton scouts. I like the changes that they made, but I understand why they're going back on it. But yeah, unfortunately, groups are very strong in quick play. As long as Subco exists, it cannot be balanced. Weapon changes. Both Gauss rifles, Inner Sphere and Clan Gauss rifles, will have a cooldown reduction. Inner Sphere goes down by 0.25 seconds. Clan Gauss goes down by 0.5 seconds, so Clan gets a bigger buff here. Clan Ear Large Laser is getting nerfed a tiny bit, or adjusted a tiny bit. They're bringing down damage, but also bringing down heat, increasing the duration, reducing the duration, and reducing the cooldown, but increasing the heat penalty multiplier. Okay. So the ER large individually is gonna do a tiny bit less damage, 0.5 less damage. It's a 5% nerf, well, less than 5% actually. The heat also goes down, so it is proportional, and the duration goes down a little bit as well. That is good. And the cooldown is also going down a little bit, but the heat multiplier is higher. So that means that these big Clan ER large votes that were shooting these big ear large volleys, you might not want to do that anymore. I mean, 5.75 to 6.25, we'll see how much that affects things. Might be something that is more felt in comp queue. But yeah, we'll see how this change goes. I have no opinion on this one yet. We'll just try it out. Mech quirk changes. There's a note from Tears on this one. It's a long one, but I'll just paraphrase it for you guys. Over the last couple of years, they released a lot of new mechs, and they wanted to make sure that they're viable, but they sometimes went a little bit too far. The power creep that everybody's talking about, of course, is a thing, and so they're trying to rein that in a little bit, and a couple of mechs this patch are getting nerfed, and it's gonna hit a couple of other mechs the next patch, and so on and so on. Just an attempt to bring things back together a little bit better. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, let's keep an open mind on this one. We all know that some mechs are super strong. We also know that some mechs are super weak. We'll see how it goes. So, let's see what the changes are for the mechs. The Clan Flea, I've said it when we were playing it, it's just too hot. They added a 10% heat dissipation boost and 20% missile spread. That's nice because it was also bukaking all over the place with its SRMs. So those are good changes. Commando DO3 gets a nerf finally because the DO3 was stupid strong. That's a quadrant commando. That thing was stupid strong, and giving it 10% laser duration instead of 30% is definitely needed. Commando 2C is getting nerfed a little bit. The right leg and left leg structure bonus is reduced by 10. Kit Fox G. Let's see what happens here. Missile cooldown and energy cooldown removed from set of 8. Missile cooldown removed from left torso and right torso. That's 15% missile cooldown. Instead, it gets flat cooldown instead of 8, and laser duration instead of 8, and in the right arm. Okay, that is fine. That's fine. Flat duration is always good. LW. The Warthog once again gets nerfed. Again, the armor bonus gets halved from +8 to +4. All Osiris variants have all current survival moves removed, and it gets full body structure bonus of +5. That means legs +5, arms +5, and so on. The Arctic Wolf 1, same story. Survival bonuses removed, and instead gets +5 armor bonus. Not structure, armor. Including bonus to rear torsos. So that means that if you go to 0 armor on the rear torso, you're gonna have 5 armor on the Arctic Wolf 1. Interesting. Blackjack 1X, that's the laser Blackjack. Heat from 10% reduced to 5% bonus. That's kind of sad, but the 1X is a strong mech. So, I can understand why that's happening. Trebuchet 5J. Reduce standard laser duration to -40% from -50%. We get a little carried away with that one. Yeah. Don't you think that 40% is still extremely much? Maybe? Like, I mean, from 50 to 40 doesn't seem like it's that much. But it might be enough to be able to, like, turn the binary lasers and whatnot on this mech now more into actual lasers and not PPFLD instant hit machines. It's still gonna be super good. I think you will see a nerf to 30% in the next patch. But we'll see. Roughneck. Survival boosts were removed. Instead, full body all components armor bonus. 10 full body all components structure bonus. That's 5 extra armor per component, 10 extra structure per component, and then the CT gets extra 5 armor and 10 structure, and the left torso and right torso gets an extra 5 structure as well. So they're making the Roughnecks, as far as I read this, more tanky, which is good because we want to see more Roughneck gameplay. Soccer 5S gets its 5% laser duration removed. Supernovas. The Alpha gets a +1 target decay duration if you are a filthy lurmer. That's your mech. Supernova Bravo. ER laser heat removed and added 5% ER, just 5% laser heat, so this is just a generic laser quirk now, nice. Supernova Charlie, super interesting for me. Pulse laser heat skill limit +1. That should be interesting, I definitely want to try that out with large pulses. Bull Sharks, here comes the nerf bat. Bull Shark 1, 5% heat removed. Bull Shark 2, oh, so that's a 5% heat nerf, 10% to 5%. Bull Shark 2, flat 5% heat removed. Bull Shark 6, 10% weapon velocity removed, standard SC cooldown removed. They're still gonna be good mechs. Oh yeah, these are a couple of hits. I don't like that they removed the weapon velocity. Like the cooldown for the DPS, okay, but the weapon velocity... ACs are already fucking slow, so that's sad, but okay. Clan Bull Sharks. Bull Shark 4, 10% heat removed. Bull Shark Mako ballistic heat removed, and the armor bonuses removed by... Well, they removed 5 from the armor bonuses. Both on CT left arm, right arm, as well as left torso, right torso. Okay. Executioner. Our favorite Executioner. Ballistic cooldown nerfs. 2.5% on left arm and right arm. So, taking away a total of 5% ballistic cooldown. That's not gonna make the mech invalid, but it's gonna take it down a tiny bit, right? Stone Rhinos. Here comes the big nerf bat. The woolly rhinos are really getting hit by the nerf bat this one. So, but the question is, how much are they getting hit? The Stone Rhino loses 3 armor from left arm, left torso, center torso, right torso, and right arm. I mean, is this gonna do so much? And again, we're talking about... I understand why these mechs are getting nerfed, but from a quick play perspective, these are also the easiest targets to hit, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. So yeah, so 3 armor gone from the top part of the mech except for the legs. Same thing with the Stone Rhino 2. 3 armor gone from every component. Except the legs. Stone Rhino 6. Medium laser family heat skill limit removed. Not cool. Stone Rhino 6 was so cool with those, with that medium laser family heat skill limit, especially with the pulse lasers and whatnot. And then also the armor reduction of 3 from CT left torso and right torso. Stone Rhino Colossus. Same thing. 3 armor reduction on left arm, left torso, CT, right torso, and right arm. And the Axum removed the critical hit chance receiving part on 100 tonner. That's super easy to hit on the side torsos. Not a fan, absolutely not a fan in my opinion. Screen shake gets reduced to 30% from 100%. Understandable. I mean, the Axum has some of the best hard mount locations in the game, so I understand why this one's happening. Like, the screen check is fine. Critical hit chance, I mean, it's gonna make it more, turn it more into a glass cannon. Maybe now still spec into the crit chance tree a little bit deeper. Try and offset that. And also CT left torso, right torso bonus -3. Players have pointed out in the past that this is what feels like the umpteenth Stone Rhino nerf. Yep. First is how strong the mech must have been upon release for it to warrant all these nerfs. It was. The second point is that we have been attempting to avoid one of the greatest pitfalls in the OPGI balance style. Changes like the old clamp small pulse level nerf that take a weapon from strong to entirely unusable in a single patch. Yeah, I remember that one. Instead of hitting the Stone Rhino in one patch and risking making it unusable, we're instead tuning it on a patch by patch basis and taking it cautiously. I 100% support this kind of changes or change cycle where you do it gradually. Good point. Good choice. Good choice. And yes, absolutely, Stone Rhinos were super strong. Why were the Stone Rhinos super strong? Because, and I've said this multiple times, and this is something that a lot of people don't understand. If you combine the insane lightness and firepower of clan tech with battle mech technology where you can switch out the engines, you get insanely powerful mechs, especially if those mechs then also have a gajillion of hard mounts for weapons. Of course, right? Stone Rhino 7 wasn't forgotten these changes, with the primary builds in the Stone Rhino 7 being ELH laser based. We thought it would be best to see how this mech performs after the clan ELH laser refactor before deciding its fate. So March will bring us new news on that one. That is the patch. So Fire Moth, couple of mech nerfs and adjustments. I'm actually most curious to test out the Supernova with the pulse laser heat skill limit. That is going to be very interesting. And of course the Roughnecks. And of course getting our hands on the Fire Moth and doing some more gameplay with the clan fleet so we can finally get a video going. What's your highlight of the patch notes so far? Let me know in the comments below. Hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, then I'm glad. Have a nice day. Thank you so much, supporters. Couldn't do it without you. If you want to join Team TTB, check out the join button right here on YouTube, super thanks button in the comment section, or of course the links to Patreon or the merch store listed in the video description.